Hey, my name is Aditya, and in this video, I'll show you how to create an FSA ID or WASFA account. You may remember that step 2 of completing the FAFSA or WASFA is creating a FAFSA or WASFA account. Again, we want to do this now so that we can save time on October 1st and be one of the first people to submit the FAFSA or WASFA to maximize the amount of aid that we're offered. So let's start by creating a FAFSA account, which is just called an FSA ID. Start by heading over to fsaid.ed, fsaid.ed.gov. You'll be greeted by this really gross webpage where you can pick a username and password. You can also switch to Spanish in the top right if that's what you prefer. For your username and password, make sure you pick something simple and easy to remember, and also make sure to write them down somewhere safe because you'll have to use this login information every year that you do the FAFSA. Enter your name, date of birth, and social security number. If you're not sure what your social security number is, ask your parents or guardians. Otherwise, you can find it on your social security card, tax returns, W-2s, or bank statements. You'll also have to have a parent or guardian make a FSA ID so that they can sign your FAFSA. And if they don't have a social security number, they can just put in all zeros for that. Then fill in your contact information and set your 4 challenge questions and answers. The last step is just verifying your mobile phone number and email address in case you have to reset your username and password. So make sure you have those handy. And that's pretty much it. If you ever do forget your username or password, just remember when you come back to the FSA ID page to click over to the Manage My FSA ID tab, since you already created one. For my WASFA folks, it's just a few more steps, but it's also super fast. Start by heading to readysetgrad.wa.gov. You should see this really nice website where you can select your grade, but for now, just choose your preferred language there at the bottom right. There are hundreds to choose from, and then click the Money for College button up there at the top. Then click on the WASFA link, should be the third one down. You'll come here where you can and should read the privacy statement. Just tells you that your information will be safe. Scroll down, click Start a New WASFA. You should come here where they'll ask you some questions to make sure that the WASFA is the correct form for you. So go ahead and click Start. Answer each question to the best of your knowledge. They may not ask you all of these questions, but you'll get a few of these. And hopefully they tell you that you're WASFA eligible. If so, go ahead and click on the button to apply. If not, you're most likely eligible for the FAFSA. You should come here, click Create Your Account. The answer to this one should be no if you got this far. Then all of this will appear. It's just another privacy notice for your peace of mind and a brief checklist of the minimum amount of information you'll need to complete the application there at the bottom. But for now, let's just finish creating your account. So if you scroll down, you should see this. Just fill in your email and password, basic information. Again, if you have a social security number, DACA, or individual taxpayer identification number, throw that in where it says over here, Social Security. If not, you can just leave that blank. WASFA ID, you can also leave blank unless you've filled out a WASFA before. And that's it. It takes 2 seconds. Again, if you have questions, definitely reach out to your counselor or college access team. And thanks for listening.